Welcome back to the Road of Advance Millionaires channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we're re-diving into something that could genuinely change the course of your life. The topic is simple but powerful. One day, or day one, you decide this is part one. The wake-up call. Let us talk about two of the most destructive words in the English language. One day. It sounds so harmless, doesn't it? One day I'll start that business. One day I'll get in shape. One day I'll learn that skill. One day I'll finally write that book. We tell ourselves these things, thinking we're making a promise to our future selves. But what are we really doing? We're setting a trap. One day is not a day of the week. It's not on any calendar. It's a fantasy, a comfortable little lie we tell ourselves to avoid the discomfort of starting. It's a delay tactic. It's the quiet, patient assassin of dreams, silently destroying your potential while you wait for a perfect moment that will never arrive. Think about this right now, at this very second. Somewhere out there in the world, someone with less talent than you, fewer resources than you, and more obstacles than you is absolutely winning. They are making incredible progress, and it's not because they got lucky. It's not because they were some kind of genius or because life handed them a golden ticket. It's because of one simple, profound choice. They chose day one instead of one day. They didn't wait to feel ready because, let's be honest, you never truly feel 100% ready. They didn't wait for a lightning bolt of motivation to strike them down. They didn't wait for someone to come along and give them permission to chase their own ambitions. They just started. They made today day one. This is the fundamental reason most people don't achieve what they're capable of. It's not a lack of ability. It's not a lack of knowledge. Most of the time, you already know the first step. You already know what you need to do. The failure isn't in the execution. It's in the constant postponement of the beginning. It's the decision to stay in the waiting room of life, hoping your number gets called. You feel it, don't you? That pull deep inside your chest. That persistent idea that just won't leave you alone no matter how much you try to ignore it. That dream that keeps bubbling up to the surface in your quietest moments when you're driving or just before you fall asleep. That's not random noise. That's not an accident. That is your future calling out to you. It's a signal, a homing beacon for the person you are meant to become. But here's the harsh reality. Every single time you say tomorrow, or next week, or when things calm down, you are actively pushing that future further and further away. You're adding another layer of distance between who you are now and who you could be. Each one day is a vote against your own potential. You don't need a perfect 10-year color-coded business plan to start. The most successful people on earth didn't have it all figured out when they began. They figured it out along the way. You don't need unwavering confidence. Confidence is not a prerequisite for action. It is a result of action. It's earned through taking small steps, failing, learning, and getting back up again. And you definitely don't need an audience or applause. You don't need anyone's validation to start building your own life. What you need is a decision. A clear, non-negotiable decision that this right here, right now is it. This is day one. The moment you stop negotiating with your excuses and start executing your vision. Because the truth is brutal, and it's better to face it now than later. If you keep choosing one day, then one day, you'll wake up and realize that all your one days have added up to a lifetime of never, and that one day will be the day you have to live with regret. Regret is a heavy burden, far heavier than the temporary discomfort of starting something new and scary. Think about the cost of inaction. What is it costing you to wait? What opportunities are passing you by? What growth are you sacrificing? What impact are you failing to make? The price of one day is paid with the currency of your life's unfulfilled potential. So I'm asking you to make a choice right now. What is that one thing you've been putting off? What is that dream you keep pushing into the future? I want you to stop saying one day and declare with conviction that this is day one. Don't just think it, say it out loud. This is day one. Write it down. Put it on a sticky note on your mirror. Tell a friend. Take one small concrete action toward it before your head hits the pillow tonight. Send that email, make that phone call, write that first page, do that first workout. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be a start. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your journey to becoming the person you want to be begins with turning one day into day one. The power has been in your hands all along. The only question is, what will you decide? Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Because in part 2, we're going to talk about how to build unstoppable momentum after you've made the decision to start. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next video. Let's get real for a second. We all have dreams, right? Big, audacious goals that light us up inside. But what's the one thing that truly stops us? It's not the competition, it's not the lack of resources, it's not the world outside. The hardest, most grueling battle you will ever fight is the one happening right here inside your own mind. It's a silent war, fought against an enemy that knows all your weaknesses. That enemy is fear, but fear is sneaky. It doesn't show up like a monster, roaring and trying to scare you away. No, fear is much more subtle. It's a whisper. It sounds like logic. It sounds like prudence. It says, just wait a little longer. You're not quite ready yet. It tells you, go get another certification, read one more book. Just prepare a little more. It promises you, start when life is easier, when the kids are older, when you have more money, when things calm down. But here's the cold, hard truth. Life doesn't get easier. The challenges don't just magically disappear. You don't wake up one day and find a perfect, obstacle-free path laid out before you. That's a fantasy. The reality is, you get stronger. You become more capable, more resilient, more equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. But that strength doesn't come from waiting. It only comes from starting. It's forged in the fire of action, not in the comfort of the waiting room. Think about every great story you've ever heard. Every hero's journey, every success story, every tale of triumph. How do they all begin? They begin the same way, with a cloud of uncertainty, with a mountain of self-doubt. They begin with a single, shaky, terrifying first step into the unknown. No one starts with a full-blown victory parade. Everyone starts small, awkward, and unsure. Let's talk about day one. Day one is a mess. It's clumsy. It's uncomfortable. Day one can feel deeply embarrassing. Whether it's your first day at the gym, your first attempt at writing a book, your first sales call, or your first video, you're going to feel like an imposter. You'll feel like everyone is watching and judging you. But you have to understand something crucial about day one. It is the most powerful day of your entire journey. Why? Because day one breaks the cycle. What cycle? The cycle of just wishing. The cycle of endlessly scrolling through social media, watching other people live the life you dream of. The vicious cycle of knowing deep down in your soul that you are meant for something more, but settling for something less because it feels safe. Day one is the hammer that shatters those chains of inaction. It's the declaration that you are no longer a spectator in your own life. You are stepping into the arena. You need to internalize this fundamental principle. You will never, ever feel 100% ready. It's a myth. The feeling of readiness is a finish line that you'll never cross if you read just standing still. Confidence is not a prerequisite for action. It's the opposite. Confidence is the result of action. It's the reward you get for showing up, for trying, for failing, and for trying again. You build confidence brick by brick with every small step you take. So many of us are waiting for a lightning bolt of motivation to strike us. We think we need to feel inspired before we can act. But the most successful people in the world know that's backward. You don't wait for motivation to move. You move, and motivation follows. The simple act of doing something, anything, creates momentum. That momentum generates small wins, and those small wins ignite the fire of motivation. Action is the spark. Motivation is the flame that grows from it. Right now, as you listen to this, your comfort zone is holding you hostage. It feels safe, warm, and predictable, but it's a cage. And the price of admission to that cage is your future. Every single excuse you make today, every justification you use to protect your inaction will become a regret that you carry with you tomorrow. Those excuses are heavy. They're burdens that will weigh you down, reminding you of the person you could have been. So, I want you to ask yourself two very simple but very profound questions. If not now, when? If you don't take that step today, what makes you think you'll take it tomorrow, or next week, or next year? The perfect time is an illusion. The perfect time is now. And the second question, if not you, who else is going to build your dream? Who else is going to live your life for you? No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your ideal future on a silver platter. You are the hero of your own story. You are the one you've been waiting for. This very moment, this decision point, is what separates the dreamers from the doers. This is the moment where average people stop. They listen to the whispers of fear, they accept the excuses, and they retreat back into their comfort zone. But this is also the moment where disciplined people begin. They hear the fear, they acknowledge the doubt, and they take the first step anyway. They choose the discomfort of growth over the comfort of stagnation. So, what will you choose? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? The choice is yours. The time is now. Stop waiting, start doing. Your future self will thank you for it. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, make sure to subscribe for more. Let's build our best lives together. Welcome back to Road of Vermilion. We're continuing our series. One day or day one, you decide. This is part 3, and it's called The Decision That Changes Everything. Think about it. One decision. That's all it really takes to set a completely new course for your life. It's not about figuring out 100 complicated steps. It's not about making some grand, intimidating lifetime commitment right this second. It's about one brave choice to simply start. I want you to really hear this. Start scared. Start tired. Start completely unsure of what you're doing. It doesn't matter how you start, just that you start. Because imagine yourself 5 years from now. You will either look back at this exact moment and thank yourself for having the courage to begin, or you will carry the heavy weight of regret, wishing you hadn't let this day slip away. Right now, your future self is watching you. They're watching what you do with this very moment. They see you hesitating. They're watching to see if you'll choose the familiar comfort of inaction, or if you'll choose the uncomfortable path of courage. It's a choice between staying the same or daring to become more. Let's be clear about what day one means. Day one doesn't mean your entire world transforms overnight. It's not a magic button, but what it does mean is that everything begins. The first domino falls. This is where the journey truly starts. It's about those small actions you take when no one is watching. It's about building daily discipline, one brick at a time. It's about showing up with consistent effort, especially on the days you don't feel like it. This is the real secret. This is how lives are rebuilt from the ground up. This is how legacies are forged. This is how ordinary people just like you and me, become absolutely unstoppable forces in their own lives. They didn't have a special secret. They just made a decision and stuck with it. So, from now on, when that little voice in your head whispers, "I'll do it one day," you need to stand up and shout back, "No, today is the day." When fear creeps in and tells you to wait for the perfect moment, you need to look it in the eye and say, "I'm starting right now." The perfect moment is a myth. The perfect moment is created by your action. And let me tell you, this isn't just some feel-good motivation I'm throwing at you. This is a warning. Time is the one resource we can never get back. Every second that ticks by is a second you could have been building the life you want. This is also your opportunity. The opportunity to take control, to stop being a passenger and start being the driver of your own destiny. Because the clock is moving forward whether you decide to move with it or not. The world will keep spinning. The sun will keep rising and setting. The only question is, will you be in the same place tomorrow, next week, next year, or will you be one step closer to where you want to be? So I'll ask you one last time, what is it going to be? One day or day one? The power is in your hands. You decide. Thank you for watching. If this message hit home for you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next part of our series. Let's make today our day one together. Every day you wait, you pay a price. It's not a price you can pay with money. It's far more valuable than that. You pay with time. You pay with potential. You pay with the life you could have been living all along. I know waiting feels safe. It's comfortable, isn't it? It's the familiar zone where nothing goes wrong because nothing really happens. But let me tell you, that comfort is the most expensive thing you'll ever own. It costs you your discipline. It costs you your growth. And most importantly, it costs you your self-respect. Think about it for a moment. Take a genuine look back at your life. How many almosts are trailing behind you? I almost started that business. I almost learned that new skill. I almost asked them out. I almost got in shape. I almost believed in myself. Almost might just be the most painful word in the entire world. Why? Because deep down you know you were capable. You know you had it in you. It wasn't about a lack of ability. It was about a lack of action. The gap between who you are and who you could be is bridged by what you do, not by what you plan to do someday. Time is a relentless force. It doesn't pause for your fear. It doesn't slow down for your doubt. And it certainly doesn't care about your excuses. We can craft the most elaborate, logical, and convincing reasons for why now isn't the right time, but time just keeps moving forward, with or without us. The world, the universe, life itself rewards motion. It rewards those who take a step, even a small one, into the unknown. It doesn't reward hesitation. The people who get what they want aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who were willing to start before they felt ready. And here's the harsh truth. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to begin. It's not because the dream fades away or the opportunity disappears forever. It's because your belief in yourself starts to erode. The voice of doubt gets louder every single day you choose inaction. It starts as a whisper, maybe tomorrow, and grows into a roar. You can't do it. You start to believe the story that you're just not the kind of person who follows through. Your inaction becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So, I want you to ask yourself a very serious question and be honest with your answer. How much longer are you willing to delay the life you truly want? How many more tomorrows will you sacrifice for the comfort of today? The starting line isn't a magical place that appears when all the stars align. The starting line is right here, right now. It's a decision, a commitment you make to yourself that your future is more important than your fear. Your potential isn't a static thing. It's a living, breathing part of you that needs to be exercised. When you let it sit dormant, it atrophies. Every day you choose to wait, you are actively choosing to be less than you could be. You're telling yourself that your dreams aren't worth the effort, that your goals can wait, that your happiness is secondary. Is that the message you want to send to yourself? Imagine your future self 5 or 10 years from now. Will that person look back at today and thank you? Will they thank you for being brave, for taking the leap, for starting the journey even when it was scary? Or will they look back with regret, wondering what could have been if only you had started? You are the architect of that future memory. You are writing that story with the choices you make right now. The price of waiting is cumulative. It's not just one day lost. It's the compounding interest of regret, missed opportunities, and diminished self-belief. The price is looking in the mirror and not recognizing the person staring back, because you know they settled it. You know they played it safe when they were capable of greatness. Don't let that be your story. Don't pay that price. The cost of action might be effort and uncertainty, but the cost of inaction is your one precious life. The clock is ticking. What are you going to do about it? Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Road of Advance Millionaires. Today, we're diving into part 6, nitrogen monoxide turning back. This is the part of the journey where the real work begins, where the talking stops and the action takes over. There comes a moment in every great story, in every successful life, when you must burn the bridge behind you. No backup plan, no retreat, no excuses. Think about it. Why do we always feel the need for a safety net? Because we're afraid to fall. But what if I told you that safety net is the very thing holding you back from learning how to fly? Divided commitment creates divided results. It's a simple law of nature. If you keep one foot in the past, you'll never fully step into the future. You'll be stuck in a painful split, pulled in two directions, achieving nothing in either. So, here's the challenge I'm putting to you right now. Decide, truly decide what it is you want. Not what you think you should want, not what your parents want for you, not what society expects of you. What does your soul cry out for? Get crystal clear on that vision. Then commit. Commit with every fiber of your being. This isn't a casual promise you make to yourself and forget by next week. This is a vow. This is an unbreakable pact. And once you've made that commitment, you move. You take that first, terrifying, exhilarating step forward, and you don't look back. Let people doubt you, let them laugh, let them whisper behind your back. Let them completely misunderstand your silence and your discipline. It's going to happen. When you change, when you start leveling up, it makes people uncomfortable. Your growth is a mirror to their stagnation. You're not here to be understood by them. You're not on this path for their approval. You're here to become something greater than you were yesterday. Your purpose is not to explain yourself. Your purpose is to build yourself. Let your results do the talking. One day, and this day will come, they'll ask how you did it. They'll see your success, your freedom, your peace of mind, and they'll be baffled. They'll call you lucky. They'll say you changed overnight. They'll conveniently forget all the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the lonely hours you poured into your craft while they were watching TV or scrolling through their feeds. But you'll know the truth. You'll smile to yourself because you'll remember exactly where it all started. It didn't start with a lottery ticket or a lucky break. It started on a quiet day with a hard decision, with day one. The difference between a dream and a reality is that one word: action. You see, most people live in the land of one day. One day I'll start that business. One day I'll get in shape. One day I'll write that book. One day I'll chase my real passion. One day is a fantasy land where nothing ever gets done. It's a comfortable lie we tell ourselves to avoid the discomfort of taking a risk. But the successful, the fulfilled, the people you admire, they don't live in one day. They live in day one. They made the decision to start today. So don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. There will always be a reason to wait. You're too busy. You don't have enough money. You're not ready. These are just stories. Excuses dressed up as reasons. The perfect moment isn't found. It's created. You create it by starting. Don't wait for courage to magically appear. Courage isn't something you have. It's something you build. You earn it piece by piece every time you face a fear and act anyway. Courage is the byproduct of action, not the prerequisite. The first step is the hardest, but it's also where you'll find the first spark of real courage. This is your line in the sand. Right here, right now. This is the point where you stop negotiating with your old self. This is where you fire the part of you that makes excuses. This is where your new life begins. This is where effort begins. True, consistent, focused effort. The kind of effort that compounds over time, building a momentum that becomes unstoppable. Think of it like a rocket launch. It takes a massive amount of energy to break free from Earth's gravity. But once it does, it soars. That initial push is everything. So I ask you, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep telling yourself one day, or are you going to look in the mirror and declare with conviction that this is day one? The choice is yours and yours alone. No one can make it for you. This is the moment. Burn the bridge. Take the leap. Don't look back. Your future self is waiting for you to make this decision. They're counting on you. Don't let them down. One day or day one. You decide. Thanks for tuning in. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments. What is your day one decision? I'll see you in the next video.